Devils Sunday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast preview here at Taj Lounge 973. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal in Beverly Hills, California. I'm here with Chico Resch, Devils Hockey Network, color commentary, streaming live on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Oh, we're trying to stay positive here at Taj Lounge 973. My order of fried shrimp has just arrived. Chico,
nice.
I'll take over. You go.
Nice.
No, they look good, Sam.
Nice. And I see a bunch of fans coming in the background. I see some blue shirts, obviously, but I see some red shirts as well, which I like. So, woo!
Oh, there's some Devils too. You're right, though. A lot of blue shirts.
Good. I like to see that Devil's red right there. How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good. You know, the rivalry is what makes this series special, and I love to see blue shirts and red shirts sitting together, getting along. But the red shirts don't have a whole lot to brag about yet, and that's got to change, right, guys?
It's been a tough week for us Devils fans here, but you know what makes it better is when Chico joins us live from Taj Lounge 973 right there before. We got one more shot today. We got one more shot today to kind of right some of the wrongs. And Chico, I'm glad you're here because, you know, it's been a tough week. Sam and I, we've been talking to fans and everyone's been down. However, we did see a little glimmer of hope in the third period yesterday. It kind of seemed like the team actually finally stopped sleepwalking. I mean, they were literally seemed like they were sleepwalking through the first two games and the first two periods. And then Mikey McLeod scores at the end of the second. And all of a sudden in the third, PK, you know, Sharangovich, shoot that puck, Yegor. Keep shooting that puck, Yegor. I love that shot that he's got there. Keep shooting the puck.
Yep.
But you seem like they almost like snapped out of like a shell shock kind of deal. So there's some news coming out. Nolan Foote is going to make his debut today for the Devils. You know, this is someone a lot of fans have been waiting to see. Can they snap out of this funk, Chico? What's going on with our team?
Well, you know, you talk about yesterday. You cannot underestimate. You cannot underestimate confidence, and everybody talks about it. You got to overcome it. If you don't have it, you know what overcomes lack of confidence in hockey? Scoring a goal and then scoring another one. And then you start thinking, oh, yeah, we could put the puck in the net. Because I always say this, there's a big scoreboard that hangs over center ice. And the game starts with 2 zeros. And whichever team gets the higher number up off those zeros wins. Now, you can skate fast. You can fly into the corner. You can forecheck. You can dangle. You can do all that, but if the end result doesn't end not in a good scoring chance, but in a goal, it went in a goal. And right now, the Devils are struggling finishing, but I want to tell you and Sammy this. Some people say, oh, that's too deep. No. The biggest casualty to this shortened season with all these games and no practice time is the fact that our team, the youngest in the league, haven't had time in practice to work on the fine motor skills. One-timers. I see Panarin. He's got about 3 one-timers. You got to be in front. You got to take the puck forehand, backhand, upstairs. You know, Mikey McLeod had 2 great chances yesterday. First one, he shoots it high, goal, gets a rebound in the third, fires it low, save. Every goalie's in a butterfly. You got to have good high shot. Same thing with Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes has played a lot of minutes, but he hasn't had time on a practice facility to be out there half an hour just on reps for, you know, one-timers and, you know, whatever it is, and, you know, and then doing drills where you're just finished drills. So my point is, it's hurt us, a younger team, much more than it hurts the team we're playing today, a veteran team, because they've already developed those skills. And so I really believe that's a bigger factor than people realize, because these guys don't quit. The effort's there, but when you don't finish, as it happened 2 games in a row, your confidence just goes down, down. But it was high at the end of yesterday afternoon, and I think they're going to come out the same way.
Yeah, you know, being down 4-0, first game. I'm sorry, the game 2 and then game 3 starting out 4-0 down. I was about to mail it in, to be honest with you, as a fan, turning off the TV, turning off Devil's Hockey Network. But Chris
Don't put a
Westcott.
bag over your head. That's the final step, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm coming after
Well,
you.
actually,
You can turn the TV off.
yeah, but just seeing that glimmer of hope where this Devils team plays better, and I said this the last on post game. They're a north-south team. When they go hard to the net, when they own the middle of the ice, you see good things happen. Now, when Basham went hard to the net with a little bit of a help of the Ranger that pushed him into the goalie, it was a disruption. They fought back. It got chippy. And you know what happened next sequence, Chico? They scored.
4-on-4, they scored 2 goals.
2 goals. Just like that, they came back. And I think that gave me, trying to stay positive here, it gave me a little bit of hope because, hey, if they could put these things together, I think they'll be fine in the long run.
Yes, but I want to caution you. I asked Rob Lapolis on Saturday and the same thing yesterday. If you think of the, not counting the empty net goals, I would say, how many Rangers were in front of the goalie, the Devils goalie, when they scored? The answer is 0. We cannot misunderstand, Sammy, driving the net. You hear it all the time because everybody can drive the net. Rangers don't drive the net. They make slick plays, great accurate shot, boom. There was nobody in front of the goalies the last 2 games at all. And the Rangers scored, what did they get? They got 4 yesterday without the empty nets, and then, 4 the game before. So my point is, yes, we can talk about that. You cannot underestimate the ability to finish. With a young team, we need time to, and this summer, these young guys, they got to hire a skills coach, and they do. They got a rink. They got to go out there and shoot 1,000 one-timers, 1,000 forehand, backhand, upstairs, under the bar, because you have to finish. And I'll just say this, I'm going to throw it in there. Last night, Nikita Gusev, playing for Florida. Now he's surrounded by a lot more talent. Florida. He made a great pass across, got his first assist. He's on the power play. Sammy Vatanen played almost 18 minutes last night. He was a +1. All I'm saying is good players, and we have many of them on the Devils, they will be better when the guys around them get better. Then one can help the other. Right now, they're all just trying to figure it out themselves, And so that's all I'm saying, Sammy. You've got to go hard. You got to do all the stuff that you can dictate. But don't turn the TV off because we might not score because we don't have that development yet. That's all. But I know your frustration, brother. I know.
Hey, Chico, and actually that brings to the point that we were just chatting about before we went live here from Taj Lounge 973, right across the street from The Rock. Got the game coming up against the Rangers in a little bit. But, you're talking about development, and I was wondering, we brought this up on the postgame. I thought, what about the lack of, the veterans that, we were just discussing this, Kyle Palmieri, Travis Zajac, who, in my mind, might have carried the most weight. I'm not in the locker room, but if I could imagine, someone there from that old regime, back from the Lou era, still on that team, losing him, losing Kulikov, losing Sammy, who obviously he was with the team, got traded and came back, so there must be a good relationship there with him, Losing those 4 guys, did it because you would think playing against the Rangers, a 4-game series, they would not have come out as flat. So is it development still, or did we also underestimate maybe the effects of losing all those veterans? Because Devils fans are just, give me Nolan Foote, give me Kevin Ball. I want to see all these prospects, so that we were, let's make these moves and make the room. But did we underestimate that, Chico?
No, we didn't underestimate it, but Scott, I would agree. It's too bad that these 4 games didn't happen before the trading deadline. Because would we have been a better team with those guys? Obviously. But what would that have done? We're not making the playoffs. Now these guys have to, develop. Like I saw Nico's body language yesterday at Madison Square Garden. He was so frustrated. He's trying so hard. But he doesn't have a guy that he's got connections with, chemistry. He doesn't have a winger that, at least Jack has like Sharon Govish shooting the puck, Yanni Pokanen with some good hands. But so, yes, it would have been better, Scotty, but when you're looking a little longer term, hopefully I'm only talking about next year. And the other thing is our defense. I've said it. Like you're seeing with Sammy Vatanen and hopefully Kulikov. They can play in the NHL, but they're all fifth and sixth defensemen. Subban, Murray. So if you got 5 of those playing, how are they going to create the offense? I mean, Adam Fox. I mean, you look at what he has done just for that whole offense power play. All I'm saying, guys, is I've been around it 50 years. The skill level, that intangible that you can't really describe, but some players have it. If you can get 5 or 6 young guys doing that, which we hope we will here in New Jersey, then we're going to rock and roll. We'll take off. But until that fine skill level rises, which is a hard part, Sammy, it takes the longest and is the most difficult. But when that kicks in next year, we'll have a couple new free agents. They're going to spend some money on free agents. A winger, perhaps, for Nico, a defenseman. So it's going to come. But I know what Sam was saying, and every Devils fan, boy, it's frustrating, especially when you got to sit in the building and the Rangers win and the fans get cocky, those blue shirts, and the team, the Rangers are laughing and high-fiving. Be humble. Get out of here. But I can see their point, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have a promotional right now. You ever seen one of these?
No. What is it?
These are Rangers Suck confetti. We wanted to release them, but we haven't been scoring, so I figured here, you could take that. This is one of our promotional giveaways in our lab.
Well, thank you, guys. Well, thanks for this. It's always good to talk because you guys are really intense. Like you care. You're intense. I just want to talk to people that want to listen to the big picture and not just say, "Oh, we can't score." Well, no, but figure out why. Hey, look at this. You look at that Ranger lineup. They got 4 terrific defensemen, and even the bottom 2 aren't bad. They've got 2 outstanding lines. That first line was Zibanejad, and then Strome with Panarin. And you know what? And they got great goaltending. They may not make the playoffs, right?
Right.
We don't realize how hard it is.
Oh, this division is so stacked.
Exactly.
And on top of that, but Chico, you mentioned Adam Fox, and someone that I'm seeing that seems to me that he might have the same sort of talent is Ty Smith. What have you seen from him so far over the course of the year? When you're talking about development, if you put this into an 82 game season and you look at what Ty Smith's totals would be for a rookie, they are pretty impressive what he's projected to finish with. So,
well,
I was just curious your thoughts on that.
That's a great comparison, Scotty. And remember, Adam Fox is passing it to Panarin, who's a sniper, and Zibanejad and Buchnevich. I mean, it's who he's giving the puck to. I'm not knocking any of our young guys, but they're not at that level offensively. So I agree with you. Adam Fox isn't a great skater. Just so people understand, there's so much talk in the National Hockey. Oh, he's a great skater. He's fast. He did it. Let's play fast. You know what? You can't always just do it fast. And he's not like a tremendously gifted skater, but up here,
smart.
He can see.
Hockey sense.
And that's what Ty Smith has. That is a great comparison. Ty Smith isn't a great skater, but that guy sees the ice. He can stutter step, lose a checker, get the puck through. I mean, Ty Smith,
when he's
I
on
like
the point.
that analogy.
When he's on the point, Chico. Yeah, you see him on the point on the power play, those little stutter steps, those moves, and he gets that shot through. I don't know how he does it sometimes.
How he does it, Scotty, think about it. The guy defending is setting up, and he thinks, okay, he's going to shoot it. But he quickly stutter steps. I can't jump right over and take away the shooting lane. And it's amazing how many guys don't do that. I'm thinking, Would you watch Ty Smith? He's a master at it. Learn that skill, boys. But, it's hard. The coaches work hard. The players want to do it. But there's some people in life, even in sports, just seem to get it. And they can not only work hard, but they can work smart. Because working hard, if I hear players say you got to work hard, well, of course you have to work hard, but you got to work smart. And
Yes.
Mikey McLeod, here's growth. Yesterday, Mikey McLeod tried to come through the neutral zone, and he tried to beat Panarin, and he got it stripped. And Ty Smith was going up, probably left a little too early, trying to join the rush. So it's a 2-on-1 on PK. They score. But Mikey said, I learned a lesson. I can't try to be going through these really slick players. That's a learning point. So it'll come, but it's painful as we go through the process. But I want to thank you over there, California, my buddy Sammy here. And
thank you, Chief.
I hope you guys have one of the best post-game shows of the year. And it's all about the Devils winning. Let's hope so, right, guys? Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Chico.
All right. And
Thank
Sammy,
you, Chico.
I'm going to grab – thank you, Scotty. I'm going to grab one of your shrimp on the
Get
way
these
out.
shrimp.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
All right.
Get the shrimp.
Chico eats.
Thanks, guys.
Chico eats on the pregame. Woo! I love
Right
it.
here.
Yeah. Chico, we're going to be down in Philadelphia. We'll talk about.
Sounds good.
All right.
See you guys. I got to go eat.
Chico eats.
Thank you, Chico. Oh, man.
That is
That is
Chico
so cool.
Resch, Devils Hockey Network. Just remember your headphones are still on, Chico. Oh, it's great. We're here at Taj Lounge.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fans are piling in. Of
Woo!
course, at a safe distance. But that was
Yes.
Chico Resch. Michael S. says, Chico, preaching it. Love it. Michael Hayes said, Chico, you are the best. Stacy White, thank you, Chico. Oh, it's always good to have Chico here before pregame. Dan, how are you, Dan? He's watching on Facebook Live. You can find us on Facebook Live at Let's Go Devils Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Let's Go Devils Pod. YouTube channel, YouTube Live, Let's Go Devils, and Twitch at Let's Go Devils Podcast. Scotty.
Oh, man.
Chico,
I've had a.
he's got his notes here. So I'm going to steal. So
Oh,
here's
I
the
see.
lineup.
I see him. You were blocking him out, but now I see he's still there. He's hanging out right behind you.
He's socializing.
Oh, I see.
popular
I
here
like
at
it.
Taj Lounge 97.3. So
And look at that. See,
Janssen, Heischer, Student Nick.
everyone's good. We got some
first
good.
line.
We got some big news going on right now. If anyone doesn't know, Nolan Foote. Just to recap, Nolan Foote, one of the prospects every Devils fan has been waiting to see all year long, will be making his debut today. It's happening. It has begun. Remember the end of The Dark Knight with the Joker?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. That's what's going on finally. Ball, Ahoychuk, Walsh, more to come. We'll see. I can't promise. I'm not the GM. I'm not Fitzy. I can't really guarantee they're there, but I think there'll be more to come.
Look at behind us.
Look at that. See, Rangers and Devils getting along.
Chico Resch. Isn't Chico like the biggest ambassador of the game right now?
Chico
Everybody
is
loves
awesome.
Chico. Chico's
Chico's
great.
awesome. And you know what's funny? Sam Wu and I were talking about this. If this was like 20 years ago when we were kids, there'd probably be like fights going on in the background right now with like Devils and Rangers
At
fans.
the old Meadowlands, this would not happen.
Oh,
Ranger
no.
fans would be throwing their tailgate food at us, and we would do the same.
Any
then there's
Rangers
a little
game,
fisticuffs.
any Flyers game, most of the Islanders ones, like, I don't know, I felt like the Devils and Islanders fans always kind of weren't too bad, but definitely every Rangers game that I went to at the Meadowlands and every Flyers game I went to at the Meadowlands, there were fights in the stands, like one basically every period. Yeah,
every section. Well,
it's glad to
there's
see
a
everyone
game-
getting along,
Yeah.
being safe,
Oh, yeah.
but still out, having fun, Taj Lounge,
Yep.
973. Big horns up to you for letting us to come down there and do these live podcasts and do these live events. If you're going to the game, stop by, say hello. Even if you're not going to the game, if you want a cool place just to hang out and watch the game while it's happening, it's a social event. Go ahead and do it. And who doesn't want to get out every now and then? If you can do it in a safe way, why not? So
absolutely. And
always take caution as always, but there are cool things going on for us Devils fans. Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
I talked to T. We may do an outdoor podcast.
Even better. Even better.
So we'll be out in the street like we were.
Oh, they're going to throw you out in the street, huh?
Yeah, throw us.
Well, they learned very quickly. Did they already put up those signs and say, "Don't let this man in," and a picture of Sam Wu?
Not yet. Now they're just bribing me with this wonderful food here. I got the fried shrimp.
How many did Chico eat? Is he still there?
I don't know. I think he's still here. He's right behind me. Like,
there he is. Okay, there he is.
Hey,
good.
If he's late to the game, it's not us. I mean, fans love him. He gets mobbed and all that. So don't blame us. Don't blame us.
Oh man.
But yeah,
so they're never gonna let him come back again. They're like, remember that time Chico didn't show up to midway through the first period?
Yeah, he was too busy socializing,
He is our brand ambassador. So love Chico and love everything he does. But anyway, big news again. Like we said, if you haven't heard, Nolan Foote making his debut today. On the downside of news, both Jesper Bratt and Pavel Zacha will not be returning to the lineup. However, Lindy says they are very close. Maybe another 2 games or so, probably in the middle of the Pittsburgh series. We'll see both of them back in the lineup, which will be good. That'll be a boost, obviously. Excuse me. I swear, I've had something in my throat since like the middle of there it goes again. It's my allergies. It's allergies. This is why I don't like to do early mornings. My allergy, my Claritin pill hasn't kicked in yet. But both of those guys are top point getters for the Devils. Zacha has around 25 total points. I think Jesper Bratt broke is our only one, I think, that has broke the 20 assist mark on the season. He's very quietly had a very good year. We'll be excited to get those two back in the lineup. I think that will pay big dividends for us probably next week when we're playing Pittsburgh. But we really want to focus on today. We got to get a win today. Just one, guys. Come on. One out of the 4. Don't get swept under the rug like this. Getting shut out twice. You made a nice little comeback there in the third. Came up short. Okay. But you woke up. You started playing. You got a big prospect in the lineup today that's going to throw his body around. Won't be afraid to drop the gloves. He's got a good shot. Let's make some noise, boys.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you say, Sam?
And, Nolan Foote is going to be on the left wing. Maltsev centering that line with Merkley. So the Maltsev, Merkley, and Foote line is one to watch tonight.
I bet at some point he gets up with Hischier as well. Nolan Foote at some point will get up with Hischier.
Yeah, so the first line, Kokkonen, Hughes, and Sharangovich. I'm just reading off of Chico's notes. Did he leave yet? Oh no, he's still back there because I haven't.
No, he's still right there. I'm telling you, he's not going to show up till midway through the first period.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to the game on the Devils Radio Network, and Chico doesn't show up. No, wait, we got a whole hour. I'm thinking the game starts at 11 o'clock. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
starts at 12. Well,
my timing is
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Well, he did order some wings before he came on. So maybe he's just, you know how it is. He ordered some wings. Drive up.
I hear Taj Lounge 973 has got some good. What do you got there? The jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, the jumbo shrimp. It's right here. They got a lot of seafood. Yeah,
a lot of seafood. Okay, so if you like the jumbo shrimp, they got wings. They got some pizzas. They got some bar pizzas.
They got catfish.
I remember. You told me. You told me all about it. They got a burger. They got a good burger at Taj Lounge.
Yep. He's socializing, Chico. We should have a Chico cam next time he's here with us.
We should.
He's
We should. Can we put a little? Can we put a little GoPro on his head? You know, like a GoPro thing, or on his shoulder, and it just follows him around wherever he goes.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm looking at the pairings right now. I'm looking at his notes. Ty Smith, PK Subban, Ryan Murray, Damon Severson, second pair, Siegenthaler, and Tennyson will be the third, rounding out the third pairing. On defense,
I think that also can. Go ahead.
In goal, number 29, Mackenzie Blackwood. So it's going to be a decent lineup tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I actually know what I hopefully we can get Chico. I mean, I'm sure at some point we could get Chico back and talking, because I really want to ask him. I didn't get a chance to touch base with him about Mackenzie Blackwood and what we saw the last couple games from him. In my mind, it was a little alarming. You know, I know it's only 2 games after a bunch of trades, bad team. I don't know. I just seemed like there were some softer goals given up. Feel like there's a lot of games where you're like, man, I'm sure he would want that one back. You know, like, I'm sure he would want that one back. I don't know. I just wanted to ask Chico what he saw, you know, obviously as a former goalie, coach, you know, if he's been noticing anything with Mac Black. Maybe he's just tired out. I don't know. You know, it's been a hell of a roller coaster so far this season. So, oh, there he is.
Chico,
he's picking up his scorecard.
Chico, got something for you, just in case you lose your mask. Yep, you too. That's Chico Resch.
Heading out to the game.
Yep.
Oh, we love Chico.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's Chico
there
Resch.
He goes. Yeah, we'll give him a round of applause. Yeah. All right.
Now I don't have his notes in front of me.
Yeah. Now you're lost. Now Samu is lost. He doesn't know what's going on.
Who's playing, right?
Who's on? Do we know who's on YouTube Live? Yeah, who's on YouTube Live right now?
Commenting on YouTube Live right now. There's a few people. I mean, there are people probably watching as they're going to the game right now. So if you want to stop by at Taj Lounge 973. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty out in L.A. doing the pregame podcast of the Let's Go Devils podcast. So today, look, I hope they can pull out a victory. I hate to get swept on Rangers Hate Week. It was almost,
that would be bad.
It sounded almost too good to be
especially,
true. You know,
especially all the posts that you put out, you know, and all the smack talk Sam Wu was. Yeah, all the preemptive smack talk. There. Yeah.
Notice how the smack talk kind of got squelched after Thursday. It's like, well, I can't really talk
we didn't do so well.
And then of course, conveniently, you couldn't make it on the Thursday post game. Conveniently, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna let it all out. Just gonna let it all out. Basically, pointing fingers at other people. But as I look at my portfolio, I see Doge going up to 31 cents. I was just like, oh, okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Well, there you go.
Trying to hang on to some positivity. But yeah, so hey, it's always great to have Chico. But today, Scotty, I mean, Chico made a great point about finishing, because I've been talking about going hard to the net, but he seemed pretty adamant that it's about finishing. It's about finishing. I mean, look at what the Rangers are doing with Panarin. I mean, these guys finish.
Oh, we talked about it yesterday. Look at those point totals for those guys. They're all up in like 20s and 30s, and it's not just one. It's not just Jesper Bratt having 20 assists. Like they've got multiple players in like the 20s and 30s range, and when you got guys putting up points like that, I mean, what's I'm going to look right now. I'm going to be embarrassed to say this, but I'm going to look right now. We are minus 39 in the goal differential. Minus 39. The Rangers are plus 31.
Wow.
Plus 31.
And that's why they've done so well in the last 3 games.
I mean, they got 50 points right now. I mean, they're sitting 4 points ahead of the Flyers. That's looking pretty nice. They both got 44 games played. I mean, they really turned their season around. They really have. I mean, if we all remember the implosions that were happening in Ranger world there at the beginning of the season, where every Ranger fan was ready to fire Dan Quinn and.
Do you remember when
it's like the South Park where they do like the
Do you remember when they had to go into protocol, the coaches and the AHL coaches filled in and they won 9-0, and I'm like, oh, they're done. They're so done. They're so done. But it turned out that Dan Quinn doing a great job right now. I mean,
that he's an NHL coach. And he knows what he's doing, actually? Yeah. I mean, it goes to show you what this... Yeah, that's always good. That's always good mid-broadcast. Yeah. Food in the mouth when talking. Yeah. No, it goes to show you what a just cluster this season has been. Look at how good the Rangers are now, and look at what a mess they were before when, they were going through all this stuff. And that's just... They're a couple years ahead of us in development. They got Panarin. That's a big superstar to be able to rely on. He's a guy who is just going to put up points no matter where he goes. He's an elite player. That's just the case. No matter how crappy the team is that he's on, he's still going to get points. We don't have that person just yet. We don't have that person just yet.
Rangers. That's the difference between the Rangers and Devils. We don't have that person from the BJs, right? They got him from the BJs, the Blue Jackets.
Yes.
Right?
Who got him from the Blue Jackets? Yeah. Who got him from the what? Ryan Murray?
Who did we get from the BJs? Yeah, Ryan Murray. See, that's the difference. They got him.
Well, here's also the difference too, is let it be a lesson learned, because Panarin was originally on the Blackhawks, and they could not keep him because of the monster contracts they dished out to Keith, Kane, and Taze. Can you imagine if Panarin was still over there? Holy Hanneman, they'd be on fire, but they couldn't because of the contract. So let that be a lesson learned to us. Nico's got himself a nice contract. Eventually, Ty Smith is going to get himself a nice contract. Eventually, Jack Hughes is going to get himself a nice contract. Let's not bury ourselves into a hole, So just something to keep in mind. While we do have a lot of these prospects, one of them, you never know. Holtz could be our guy like that. That's, maybe even Dawson Mercer, the way he's been producing. Again, that's at junior levels and everything else, but we'll see.
Yep. Also,
we don't got that guy yet, Samuel.
Shane says, let's go Devils. He was a free agent. Whistler says, the hockey gods can't allow a sweep by the Rangers.
No.
That's what they're saying.
I hope not. I hope not. At home, because we're so good at home this year. Oh, God.
Oh, don't even remind me.
We're
done. Time to go.
What were we? 4, 12, and 4 or something like that at home? I can't remember what it was. We did the. Hang on, I'll look at the. I got it right here in the.
It's bad. I'll just leave it.
Oh no! Wait, I have to go to.
They're bad.
I have to go to the other. Yeah, let me go. NHL standings. Let's find out here.
This is a nice This is a nice pregame place. Taj Lounge 973. I see Ray Leo. from our Facebook Live.
I was wrong. I gave us credit. I said 4, 12, and 6, but we were actually 4, 16, and 3 at home.
That's bad.
Can we make it 5? You're telling me there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance, Sam Wu. Can we make it 5?
Can we change it up? Like, could they enter the ice from a different place or something? Just change up.
They should come out back by where they used to, by the benches. Now they come out on the far side. They should come out back by the benches.
I think that, hey, anything helps because I can't explain their home ice deficiencies. What a way to sell it to the fans. Hey,
something.
Come see the New Jersey Devils at the Rock at the Prudential Center. Record of 4, 16, and whatever.
And 3, yeah, 4, 16, and 3.
Yeah. If your ticket happens to be a winning ticket where they win, you get an extra game with that.
Everybody look under their seat. It's a double fit.
Getty27 on the YouTube Live says, need to wear their whites. Remember the home whites?
Remember the home whites?
The home whites, yeah.
That was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was after the first lockout, right? That they made that switch that they wanted all the.
Yeah, right after.
Was it before the first lockout or right after?
No,
I can't remember. It was right.
Yeah. It was
it
right,
the year before?
Well, right before. 2004 was the last year, so it was 2005. 2006 season that they started. And you know what? For me, it's like
I love our
red
jersey
colors.
Yeah, but I do love our
colors.
I do love our red jerseys. But it is weird, because growing up we always wore the white jerseys at home. That's what everyone did, So it is a little weird. I do miss it. And, like when you go back and you watch like the tapes from the old teams and stuff, especially like any of our cup runs were all before when we were wearing white at home, So I do miss that. I think we did that one time with the white retro, with the white green retro jersey.
Yep.
But yeah, I do miss that. They should do that every now and then as well. But I do. I love this. This red jersey is just beautiful, though. It really is.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's so nice. That's the. I mean, the Devils' logo is great and everything like that, so you can't argue either way. And you see the guys hanging behind me. They're the white banners there because that's what they always wore, was those white jerseys. Well, Patrick.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of half and half. He had both ends of it.
Yeah. Definitely. But I always like the home whites. That's just me. I'm just traditional, and once they changed it, we haven't won a cup since. Let's go back. Let's
true.
Go back to the home whites. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. What if he just like rebelled and we were just like, nah, we're gonna wear the whites at home. Suck it, Gary Bettman.
Oh boy. Well, Scotty, just wrapping up because I gotta get out of here very soon. We gotta talk to some fans back there. One last thing, Shane writes, Utica Devils. How about that? Binghamton losing.
Yeah.
The Devils AHL affiliate going to Utica. Remember those old Utica Devils jerseys? They were sweet. And now it looks like that they are going to Utica. You know what? I'm not a big fan of relocation in general, just in anything. Because you know what? The fine people in Albany and Binghamton, they have a lot of vested interest in the team. It's gotta stink to see that.
What was the other one? Lowell. I feel like we move every 3 or 4 years.
No, you know what, Lowell? That was just a financial transaction. I don't care about Lowell.
I feel like we move every 3 or 4 years. That's just what it is with the minor league
logo because it's a big L. Remember the Lowell? It had like the Devils logo. I'm like, I feel like a loser. It was like L for loser. But But that Utica jersey back in the day was awesome. So, but it sucks. I mean, Rob Lapoulis, is he going to have to relocate to Utica? Probably, right? So, it's never good. And there's one thing I'll credit Gary Bettman. Any team that's won a Stanley Cup in their history, he does his best to make sure that they're not relocated. If all in the past, in his tenure, even when there was financial problems, some of these teams, he made sure they weren't going to get bought and relocated because it could happen. It could happen to us one day. You never know. But it's good to know because I feel like my team's going to be here for a while.
I hope so. We own the arena. Not going anywhere, like, come on.
Oh, I saw that. Did you see that? Did you see that one article? It was a clickbait article. I forgot what publication.
I thought we were wrapping up. Yeah. I thought you had to go.
Yeah, well,
here we go. This is classic Sambu. We have this classic Sambu. All right, I got to wrap up. Hey, did I tell you that story about the time and then all of a sudden 15 minutes later, what are we doing? Oh, we supposed to wrap up?
That's how it always happens. That's always how it happens. Well, we'll be back for post game here at Taj Lounge 973.
Let's go Devils! Yeah, I said post game. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, post game here at Taj Lounge 973. Scotty and I will be there. You're going to be in your confines of your home studio. Sorry,
I'll be in my palatial estate here in Beverly Hills, otherwise known as a one-bedroom apartment, but whatever, like. I'll call it my palatial estate with a pool and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's everything you dreamed about.
Alrighty, so anyway, enjoy the game, everybody.
I live in the Hoboken of California. That's what it is.
Let's go.